how I teach litríocht for the Leaving Cert.
In our school we use Fiúntas Nua, and it is honestly one of my favourite books ever, and I always have a corresponding PowerPoint. Let's take Clon Lear for example. One of the first things that I talk through is Bailey's stories, what they mean. I get them to go through lists of stories that they may have read in primary school or for junior cert. Then what I do is I always go through the story myself, have my own little notes written in, and we have story time. I read through it, we translate it together, and we include Q's and A's as we go through. I always put up a Miarvapa template. I always want to get their thoughts on paper. Now, as you can see, it's kind of guided, like I have the theme ready, I have some adjectives for the characters ready, etc. But I always get them to put their thoughts on paper in groups. Believer in handing out notes, like rote learning is not how you learn a language in my opinion. So I really try and get them to make up their own answers with, of course, help from the book and their dictionaries. So let's take the character question, for example. So what we'll always do first is we'll read through the character notes in our books together and make sure they're super clear in the adjectives. And then I always put up a structure on the board. As you can see, I have the kesh up here. I always give them a little opening, short but to the point strong opening. And then I give them a suggested breakdown of paragraphs. Now, I always say to the students that they do not have to follow this. They can do their own thing. But this is for those who would like a little bit more guidance. Then I give them quiet time to complete their questions in class. They can use their books, the dictionaries, and of course I'm there to help them if they need help with sentence structure or need clarification.
And with the prose, I always look at na character, na taimi, agus na mohucon, and if there's anything specific to the story, for example, with Clon Lear, we'll look at traits of Bailey's as well. So to go back over, number 1, use your books. They are a great resource. That's why we have them. Number 2, have a corresponding little PowerPoint to go along. Number 3, have answers student-led. Make them create their own answers. And that's how I teach the prose. Let me know if you want me to do the Dante as well.